Well, Refik Hodzic is an expert on transitional justice and was a former spokesperson of the International Tribunal for Former Yugoslavia in The Hague, and joins us now from New York. Good to have you with us. So in this instance, Seselj was convicted of hate speech, but he's not going to serve any time in prison. So what do you make of this verdict, and is it going to be seen as justice?
Well, it's an elegant way by the ICTY judges to get out of what is possibly one of the most difficult cases that they have faced at the tribunal, which I think got derailed once they caved in to Seselj's so-called hunger strike, in which he forced the judges not to appoint him a defense lawyer in order to save the proceedings, so to say. It's very important to note that much of this time that Seselj spent in detention has to do with his proven record of witness intimidation, witness tampering, which has severely affected this trial. So today we have seen at least some of those findings in the original judgment reversed, while the judges gave him a sentence which means that they don't have to go through the ordeal of getting Seselj back to ICTY's custody in order for him to serve any additional time.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the problems with the first trial, because that was deemed to have a lot of issues. He was held in contempt of court several times for disclosing the identity of protected witnesses. I mean, people must have thought that that whole first trial was farcical almost.
I would say it was. The decision by the original trial chamber was to impose Seselj a defense counsel in order to safeguard the integrity of the process. But when he went on the hunger strike, I was witness to those events. The leading people in the chambers of the tribunal were so afraid of him doing harm to himself in the aftermath of Slobodan Milosevic dying in the custody of the tribunal that they caved in to all of his demands, which literally derailed the case and resulted in situations like we have seen regarding witness intimidation. I think this is why it is so important that today's verdict still puts it on the record that he is a war criminal, that he was convicted. And especially in the age where we see the problem of incitement of crimes rise again in countries like Myanmar, or on a smaller level, but still very seriously recently in Sri Lanka and elsewhere, I think that this verdict that focuses on incitement as part of crimes against humanity is very, very important in the international framework.
Refik, thank you very much indeed for that. Good to have you with us. Refik Hodzic there in New York.